Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? What a build-up here for this college football playoff quarterfinal game. It's the LSU Tigers against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Before we get this playoff game going, a check with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game. The Big Ten is so excited based on their previous experience here in the college football playoff. They have won the last 3 national championships, and they want to make it 4. They're talking a lot down on the field. They're making sure that the SEC knows they're here to play. We'll see who's able to have conference dominance here and set the tone early. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30. One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive, you're going to get numerous collisions between the two dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. When we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day. I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Chris, that is outstanding defense. Normally the running back out of the backfield, he's open, and the quarterback knows that he can just check it down, but the defense is all over him. Nice hit right there as the ball arrives.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Looking for some space. It's Durham. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice in the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade, but the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these two conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC, and now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title. The SEC wants it, and they want it back.
Quick completion to the tight end. He's got some space. Look out. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Going to try to use his legs here. Goes out of bounds. He gets inside the 35.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down short of that first down marker. Sets up a 4th down and decision time for this coach.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
And the Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Boy, Chris, as an offense, you've got to be ready for the blitz on 4th down. You know that this coordinator on the defensive side is aggressive, and you can see that on film. He loves to send pressure. How in the world do you not have short routes out there where you can get the ball out of your quarterback's hands quickly? They've got to rethink their 4th down plan.
They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
On the ground, it's Phillips. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle with a tight end. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity. No surprise, the tight end making a play here in this must-win game, Joe. He's been a solid, effective weapon all season.
Well, this guy is such a matchup nightmare in the red zone. That's the exact conversation we had with all these defensive coaches, as they were saying they're going to have to target him and probably double-team him, in particular here in the red zone. He's been so effective getting into the end zone this year. This is where I think they need to double-team him, Chris.
So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the 1st quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the 2nd quarter of this playoff game. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaks free. He might be gone. Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4.
To defend the screen well, the defense, you've got to recognize what's going on right away. I thought that their recognition was just a touch slow, but credit them in the pursuit and getting back on track and making this tackle before the running back can get a first down.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And he's not going to get there short of the first down. Brings up 4th.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
On the move now. Touchdown, Iowa, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, it's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. And you got the sense in those first couple of possessions, these teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
Bringing it out, it's Watkins. Another great move. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He hands it off from the gun. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
They just have to do a better job defensively of sealing that edge. A lot of teams will talk about building a run wall, but also building a hard edge. And here, they're just not able to contain the running back, toss to the right. It's easy for him to get outside. Beautiful job on the outside by those wide receivers, by the way. Getting blocks down the field, and it's a nice game for the back.
To throw, it's Levitt. Looking for the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You cannot miss a wide-open wide receiver down the field. That's a big play, a huge play. Could have broken this game wide open. You've got to step through your drop back, and if anything, underthrow that ball. This cannot go over his head.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, LSU, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, but perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Past the 25. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Easy work for this offensive line on third and short. That's an easy conversion because of what happened on first and second down. Staying on schedule is paramount for this offense, and something that the defense is going to have to combat.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And the Tigers now signal for a timeout. That's their first. The decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down?
Chris, I've never been a huge fan of the screen pass on first down because the defense is in base defense. Generally speaking, they're ready to defend the run or the pass, and to successfully throw a screen, you've got to get those defensive linemen up the field in an obvious passing situation.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Timeout taken by LSU, their second. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on third down.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up fourth down, though. And that one's straight down the middle.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations, and one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, here's the thing with these run plays to the wide receiver, the tight end, something creative like this, is that you generally have to establish a rhythm before you get to this. And I don't think that they've done that. Once you attack the defense with your traditional run game, traditional pass game, that's exactly when they're set up to get hit by these more exotic run plays. They need to do that first before we trying these sweeps on the outside.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. But a flag is down, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Has the first down and more. He's got space. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Here comes the bunch formation. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Looking deep to the right side. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. A positive start for the off. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on first down, move the chains on second and third down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's buried. Sees an opening. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got first and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
The running back here on a direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped. Huge moment for this offense because, let's face it, points, even yards, have been hard to come by in this game. To punch it in at this moment, huge in a postseason game.
It has certainly been a defensive battle. There's no doubt about it. But as an offense, there's an unlocking moment. You can have a little success and you think to yourself, I got it. I know the structure. I know how to attack this defense. We'll see if they start having more success here moving forward.
Iowa offense is back out on the field. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. Quick throw, the catch is made. Right into the clear. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The Hawkeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Nice grab. It's James. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback recognizing the zone coverage. When you've got a crossing route, you've got to sit down in that window. You see it zone, sit down, give the numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame, and they get a nice completion there. This is a great job of recognition from everybody on the offense, but more specifically that wide receiver and quarterback. You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time. Both of those happen, and it's completion for this offense.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. They're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
The running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And after the play, looks like a man is shaken up. Senior linebacker. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
This is a really solid job by this defense. Look at the pursuit of the quarterback as he scrambles, and they're just forcing him to the outside. And as he gets near the sideline, now he's got a decision to make. Do I take a hit, try to get 1 or 2 more extra yards, or just step out of bounds? I think this is the correct decision. There's no reason to take that contact, so he just steps out for a short gain.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on third and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
And he's got it. No problem. That puts them back on top.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Dropping back. It's Levitt. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
That's such a good job up front. This defense is playing so well. Chris, if you're going to defend the screen pass well, up front, this is what you have to do. You've either got to sell out to the quarterback right away, which is what you see here, and they get the contact and then ultimately the incompletion, or you have to recognize what's going on, retrace your steps, and get in the hip pocket of that running back to defend the pass. One of the two. You can't be in...
Football comes out. The defense has got it. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
My first question in these situations is, did he secure it and become a runner, or is this an incompletion? I think you can see that he's able to secure body part. Now there's an element of time. Yeah, he's definitely a runner. That's a fumble and a great turnover for this defense.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Okay, so the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Grab behind the line. It's Moulton. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looks right for a quick completion. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. It's Iowa in front. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a draw play. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The mark of a great running back is a guy that can make one miss. There's always going to be one player that is going to be your responsibility as a running back. And here, the corner is unblocked. They're in space. You've got to make him miss. Be elusive. Corner does a nice job there getting him down to the ground.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Still no answer for this offense. Now the try for a point after to make it a 3-point game. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. To the air, it's Levitt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35.
Nice completion for a first down, but in a 2-possession game, they've got to get going. I've always thought you've got to set a time limit for yourself. They need to score by about 155 if they feel like they're going to come back in this game.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
Back to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. You bring it down at the 44. That's a solid game, getting closer to midfield now.
Comebacks are like puzzles. It happens one piece at a time, and this was a major piece of this puzzle. Had to get the conversion on third down, and they're able to get it. Now they've got to go quickly. Multiple possessions.
He's breaking free up the middle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. He escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately moving that direction, but there's...
Makes the catch and has space. He goes out of bounds, but they're just outside the 10.
You cannot have a breakdown like that in coverage in this situation. You can't give up points on this drive, and this secondary has got to lock it up a little bit here. They've got to communicate better and see these route structures as they appear.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. On the move now. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. What a grab in the end zone and a clutch moment.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Bootleg looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Snags the quick throw. And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's 3rd down. You're trailing. Have to get the ball back. And they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
1st down and 10 now. Pounding away with the run game. Fights through the tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
They're set up in such a great situation here, but as we've seen in previous years in the playoffs, remember the Indiana-Miami National Championship game, a false start can give hope to the opposing sideline. No pre-snap penalties. That's exactly what I would be communicating if I was the quarterback in that huddle down there.
That's a positive sign for this running back. He hasn't really been able to get loose today, but protecting a lead in a postseason game, if you can lean on a guy like this, you feel great.
And, Chris, I didn't think they would be able to build a lead without having success running the football. So the fact that they're in this position is just icing on the cake. Now, if you can get your back going, you can probably close this thing out. He is so good late in the game.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, I wouldn't mind to see them get aggressive right here. This is your opportunity to convert, stay on the field, run more clock, and potentially put the ball in the end zone to really ice this game away. This is the time where you got to have a killer instinct.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play.
This just takes an insane amount of belief from your head coach and your offensive line. You need a couple of 1st downs here to ice this football game. It's 4th down, and they're able to run the football to maintain the first and keep their offense on the field.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Timeout taken by LSU, their second. Chance to strategize for this second down play. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. And now the Tigers will take their third and final timeout. Strategy session before this third down play.
They're putting a lot of faith in this quarterback, continuing to throw the football with the lead. But now you can see why. He is such an efficient player, and they're just picking him apart. This is really beautiful offense. Sometimes, Chris, you watch an offense and it looks like a symphony. That's a little bit what it looks like right now.
Quick throw over the middle. Deflected, and the defense forcing the incompletion. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film, how many times they knock the football away. These defenders are just always in phase, make it very difficult on any offense to complete the ball.
Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Fourth down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds his receiver, that's enough for the first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. That's the play that secures a really hard-fought playoff win and keeps their championship hopes alive.
Well, all week they told us survive and advance. It was about making the one more play than the opponent to move on. That's exactly what happens here. Move the chains, ice the game.
And the Hawkeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They'll bring him down, but the game moves the ball to the 9-yard line. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback just kneels down. Very satisfying.